We are here today with Mrs. Pathay's cohort, and what we did was invited two guest speakers who are experts in their field to come see us and share with us what they do in the real world outside of these four walls. And they did a great job by tying in a hands-on experience for us, and this is the way we learn at Indi-ED. So Rhea, the two people that we brought in today, they were forensics officers. What does a forensics officer do?
Well, their specific job that they do is they work out in the field and they detect crimes, they do murders, kidnaps, fires, car crashes.
Which is perfect because we're studying forensics. And we studied forensics as it applies to geology and the mysteries like the Grand Canyon, observing clues and figuring out how the Grand Canyon was actually formed. And now we've transitioned that science over to how crimes are solved. So Ange, the forensics officers were here. They asked us all to go downstairs. Why did they do that? What did they have in store for us down there?
Well, they gave us a hands-on learning experience, and what that experience was they taught us how to basically collect fingerprints when it comes to, like Ray said, whether a crime scene, car crash, kidnap, anything really. And so how they did that was they brought us downstairs and they had us actually put our fingerprints on the white parts of their van, and then we used a black fingerprint dust we just rubbed it on there, and then they taught us how to use tape to collect it and everything. And we actually have a example right here. As you can see, the fingerprints are on the tape. We put them on and they put the information to help on the back.
Awesome. So Justin, what was really important about approaching the crime scene?
When it comes to approaching the crime scene, you have to make sure your gloves are on it. So when putting them on, make sure that when you put on the gloves, grab it by the wrist piece and not the fingers, because then you could probably frame yourself. And then, accidentally, and then, when you take them off, also use the wrists, and then pull back and hold onto it with the same glove. So pull it off, and then pull it over so it's a one big glove.
So Jalen, how do we even leave fingerprints? Like, how can you even find a fingerprint?
So everybody has their own DNA print. DNA isn't just blood, it's like sweat, grease, or anything like that. With fingerprints, normally like the sweat or the blood or any kind of grease that's on your finger necessarily doesn't get into the ridges of your finger. So it just leaves a fingerprint behind of whatever you touched. So no matter what, you will leave something behind that's yours.
And so, Reese, if we leave these fingerprints behind because there's oil on our fingers, how did those officers extract the print?
Well, Mr. Paday, as you can see here, we got tape and we unrolled tape, and well, in this case, we actually put our fingerprints on the van that the officers let us do, and we put the fingerprint on with the dust and stuff, and we put the tape on the fingerprints, and then smoothed it out, extracted the tape, and then put it on our little cards here, and then you can see they left a fingerprint, which that's how the officers get to detect where the fingerprints were and who did it with the back of this card for the information.
Very good. So you have to be very detail oriented, very careful. You have to record information. But then they have cameras. Like, what would you use a camera for at a crime scene?
Well, if you take a picture, on the top of the picture it would say location, and they use cameras
it's kind of like a picture article. It's like they take pictures of hair strands, fingerprints, blood stains, injuries, or deaths, and they use it to chart, and then they bring all those pictures back to the lab and they use it for evidence.
So it's another good way to record data like we do in any science.
Yes.
A lot of similarities between forensics and the science that we've done on the beginning of the unit. So Reese, tell me, what was it that was really unique, something new that you learned that you would have never imagined a forensics officer would use?
So I learned that there's such thing as magnetic dust, and the reason you would use that over normal dust is because it works better on smoother surfaces.
It's pretty cool stuff, isn't it? So, Jalen, tell me, what does an experience like this mean to you? We could have just sat in the classroom and gone through worksheets and maybe a few videos and talked about what forensic scientists do, but what does an experience like this, when the expert comes in, takes you down and you get to do a hands-on experience, your education is hands-on with the experts who are in the field doing this themselves, what does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. For one thing, I think you have more fun when you're learning with that, because like you're learning and you're having a lot of fun. It's kind of like the definition of Indi-ED.
Yeah.
And well, when you're doing that, not just like you have fun more with it, but you learn more than just videos off online or doing worksheets. Yeah.
Very well spoken. So was anybody inspired today to become a forensic scientist?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I just
So
Everybody but Justin.
I would have loved to have on video the looks on your faces. You had no idea this was happening today, right?
No.
So do a little reenactment. What did you think when you saw the forensics officers come in through the front door?
I thought we were doing math, not science. We opened into
Yeah,
math.
Jalen was like going all great. I'm just like,
I'm about to
are we in trouble? Because like I didn't know what was happening.
Pretty exciting stuff. So we are looking forward to taking what both officers shared with us today and using it to continue our forensics unit. And thank you to Mrs. Pathay's cohort for putting together this vlog.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.